of intent.
Loitering!
So
I've got
pretty.
a gammon head! This is how I
You're slouching. A gazette a day keeps the ignition.
Well, look what the cat dragged in. Haven't seen you since you cleared up me old noggin in the Underdark. How you been? No time to waste dragging my feet. Gotta make up for the time I wasted while my brains were inside out. Fled in the night, and haven't seen her ugly face since. For the best. She was cruising for a lesson after what she did. Only the finest. And to thank you for your good help, I'll take a lot off the top. Just for you.
You, the goddamn disease of the gate. Lady Mazora told me everything. How you and the Blade of Frontiers slaughtered his own father. How he craves ultimate power. How he means to make the city bow to him and him alone. First I finish you, then I finish the Duke's traitorous son! Stand down. I believe you. The battle Lord heard me. What darkness has fallen upon us? Listen, there's something Will should know. On his way from Elturel, Ravengard sent a messenger with word of the cult. He knew about the Absolute. I thought little of it at first, but he realized the danger before anyone else did. He understood that if the cult was successful in raising an army, Baldur's Gate would be doomed. And he knew that to protect the city, one trained in the ways of the great champions would have to rouse the worm living beneath. If I'm not mistaken, that would be Will. A bronze dragon, to be precise, sleeping beneath us. The worm goes by many names. Ansor, the waiting storm, the heart of the gate. He made Balduran a binding promise to protect the city when its need was greatest. The city's survived countless threats, but Ravengard knew its walls would fall to the cult. With him gone, and the city near ruin, your call is to unleash the heart of the gate. Take this, the legend of Ansor. The bards call it a tall tale, but every last word is true. Follow its path to the worm, or do not, and let the coast be drowned in blood. I was right to lay down my arms. Fohammer be praised. I should go, gather allies. We'll join you in your hour of need. Free the worm, and may his thunderous wind drive the Absolute from the coast.
Look, Mama, look! It's so pretty. Fuck you! Stand up. You're fuck you! Pick up! Ignis! Ignis!
Ansor is sleeping under Worm's Rock prison. But what's this of a true hero's spark?
Your mind tingles as it opens to Will. He learns of Mazora's meddling and Floric's tale of the dragon Ansur.
Curse that rotten devil and her forked tongue, trying to set Eltan against me. She's a damnable inferno of chaos. What matters now is that Eltan saw sense, and we know our path forward. We'll finish what my father couldn't. We'll awaken Ansur, the heart of the gate. O Balduran, founder due veneration. His guardian dragon Ansur, tremendous in worth. A savior below, our eternal elation. Consider this. To Wormway neath prison's deepest level. That must mean Worm's Rock Prison. That's where we'll find the entrance to this Wormway. Then this. With the shock of a true hero's spark flickers, the torches alight, and Worm's eyes shall awake a glitter. To open the way, we'll need to spark torches. This dragon Ansur was Balduran's ally. We'd be fools to let him sleep while the Dead Three's chosen raised the city.
Something on your mind?
You know exactly what's on my mind.
Why, only the truth. That you bear the blame for the Duke's untimely demise. Such a loyal servant of the city, so eager to hear of your exploits. Tell me, darling, how is she? Entertainment? I'd be a cheeky devil indeed to make such diabolical merry. Glower all you want. I was merely laying the path to Will's success. With the Duke gone, someone will need to step up in his absence. A man with the spirit of a dragon. His only son, perhaps.
You in need of protection, friend? What am I saying? Everyone's in need of protection. Don't be shy. This armor can't keep you alive if it's sitting here with me. The way I see it, you've got the folk who invest in quality armor. And you've got the corpses who tried to play it cheap.
What else is there to know?
Don't be smart with me.
Eager for battle.
Ready and willing.
Hindrance breeds madness.
Come here.
Oh, me? Right not. I'm a spider man myself.
I'm feeling a touch bullshit.
Why, hello there. We were just about to try some of Master Metzley's delightful wines. Would you care to join us?
Oh, they do look ever so tasty.
Ah, Mrs. Highbury, I prefer to conduct tastings individually, so I may assess your palate.
Call me Cora, Master Metzley. And I'm afraid I must insist on their joining us. Wine's no good without company, after all.
No. I must say, if this is a practical joke, it's not very amusing.
Why, a serial killer? Oh, that's terrible. Master Metzley, are you quite all right?
It was perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. You have sullied it with knowledge, made it an unclean sacrifice. I will remember your face, and I will peel it from your skull should you interfere again.
Back ahead.
Need to stay focused. Victory awaits.
Stealing is the best way to get things for free.
To his next victim already.
Enough to make the guests forget how dangerous Baldur's Gate is. So, lots. In my opinion, we should have a steel watch in every Baldurian home. Why? I'm glad you asked. It would certainly help.
I still can't believe... Why would anyone want to kill me? Thank you for saving us.
To slow down, learn to enjoy.
I heard books were placed on the ground in the shape of the Absolute's mark.
Wait! If you don't...
Thank the gods. I should have known you'd make it to the city all right. But you never know. I'm shocked by my good fortune, quite honestly. Rent is fair, and the setup is just what I need to start making a living again. Without you, I'd be dead in a ditch twice over. Instead, I have my own smithy in the city. At least, until the Absolute's army mows us down. But hey, anything could happen in the meantime. Optimism, right? Of course. Wouldn't be alive to hold them if it weren't for you.
Indolence breeds madness.
I've got a long road ahead.
The devil Mizora has made herself quite at home, hasn't she? Do make her feel as unwelcome as you can. Are you sure that's the best course of action? Confirmed. Until then, I remain at the ready.
Soldier. Let's go, go, go.
There you are. I was wondering where you'd run off to.
Damon! Thank the gods! I've been looking for you everywhere.
Oh, no surprise you'd find me renting a room off the local diabolist, I suppose. But you found me now, and there's something I need to tell you. Well, two things. Good news and bad news.
The good news, obviously.
I only need one more piece of infernal iron to craft an insulating chamber that can make it possible for Karlek to...
Touch people!
Exactly!
Oh my god. It's really happening. It's been so long. We've got the iron. Let's do this thing!
Hang on! I think you'll want to hear the bad news too.
Yeah, sure. But first, fix me. Please. Fine. Well, go on then.
I don't enjoy saying this, Karlek, but there's no two ways about it. Your engine is going to blow and I can't fix it. I'm not sure anyone can. It's simply too hot to exist here in the material plane. Unless you return to Avernus. For good. This thing is going to blow. Sooner rather than later.
But...
But still, you can give me something that'll let me touch again, right? Safely.
Yes, but...
That's all I need to know. Do it. Please.
Well... all right. This shouldn't take long. Same as last time. You'll need to install it yourself. This should do the trick.
There. So, did it... work?
Only one way to find out.
You feel so nice. I can't believe it. Thank you, Damon. Thank you so much.
It's the least I could do. Before you go, there's something I need to tell you. That engine of yours, it's contained for the moment, but it's just too hot to exist here in the material plane indefinitely. I know you know that, but the thing is, there's a cure. I wasn't making any headway with the mechanics, none at all. The environment here is just too cold to sustain metals like the ones inside you. You have to return to Avernus. For good. Or this thing is going to burn you up from the inside out. And sooner than you think.
The minute I set foot back in Avernus, Zarya will force me back into service. I'm not doing her bidding again. I'd rather die.
I get that, but don't rule it out. The world just might be better with you in it. Even in Avernus. I won't stop trying to figure out a cure, but... at this point, I think we all have to face the inevitable.
You read my mind. Thanks, Damon. Really. You've given me more than I could ever repay.
It's been my pleasure. Good luck. Both of you. Look after yourself, all right?
This is the best day. The best day! I'm so happy for me too. Now I just need to find someone to cuddle up to tonight, and I'll be the happiest woman on the Sword Coast. Listen, I'm never going back. If you said I could die right now, or live 1,000 years in the Hells, I'd choose to go out now with my freedom intact. I don't expect anyone to understand that. But I've been dealt a hand most people don't have to contemplate playing. You heard Damon. There is no solution. It's hell or bust. I choose bust. But I don't want to talk about this now. I've been given a huge gift. I can touch the people I love for the first time in a decade. And for the first time in a decade, there are people I care about all around me. Let me enjoy that. Please. Thanks, soldier. I just want to celebrate this. At least for a little.
What can I do for you? It's perfect. Really. Just a moment. I'll be able to work this one quickly. There you are. And be careful who you show that to. It might draw the wrong kind of attention.
What's on your mind? Oh, come on. You don't mean that. Oh, fine. I'll be here eating dirt or whatever.
If death is soon to take Karlach, she should make every moment as rich as the last. Fight viciously, roar loudly, step boldly. She must make herself known. It is done.
I know well the pain of seeing your life's hourglass running empty. Grasping at any means of slowing the grains as they slip inexorably through your fingers. Karlach's fate may be ordained, but her actions are not. She will make each breath count. We can be sure of that.
Poor Karlach. She can finally seek out the touch of another, only to be told she might not have much time left.
I'm telling you,
assume nothing.
That flaming fist was winking at me.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Well, she nodded at me. Very suggestively, I might add.
A suggestive nod? You've been single too long.
What about the talk? Interviews, politics, gossip. All of it gets in that bloody...
The Devil's Fee.
Are the gods truly this petty?
This head's a long way from home. Belongs to one of the Fugue Plains Death Devils. That might be worth a look. Imitation horns, but barely distinguishable from the real thing.
Even if those horns are forgeries, they're mightily impressive.
The Diabolists at work here.
welcome thee to the Devil's Fee, where every hellish curio's a rarity. So merry be, and shop with glee. Well, well. It's been a while since I've had such discerning custom. Here, you may browse my more curated selection. Now you've seen what I have for thee. Remember, discretion is key at the Devil's Fee. My most perceptive, prospective customer, welcome back. Truly. That's remarkable. I like to deal with remarkable people. Very well. You stand before Mammon's picklock, latchkeeper of the 9 hells. My business is not information, nor hellish curios. Not really. I break people into the hells. That's my thing. Lord Gortash wanted to steal something from Mephistopheles, so I punched a portal into the Archdevil's dusty vaults. And then oh, gosh. My fickle memory fails. If only something would jog it. I mean, I suppose that'll do. Stingy bastard. Gortash stole the crown of Carsus, pissed off Mephistopheles, but rather intrigued another devil by the name Raphael. His House of Hope is furnished with a great deal of treasures, many related to Carsus. But alas, he lacks the crown itself. He's rather ambitious. One can only wonder what he has planned for the crown. The answers to that can probably be found within his house.
Looks like we owe Raphael a semi-friendly visit.
What a fascinating proposition. Ludicrous, of course, but fascinating nevertheless. Very well. If you wish to die in Avernus, that's your business. Mine is charging you for it. Of course, such a task will require quite the substantial donation to Lord Mammon's coffers.
Such a task would be tantamount to suicide. Do not even entertain it.
You put me in a difficult position, mortal. You are almost certain to fail. Almost. And so, there is a chance you might succeed. Fine. I'd like to be able to carry all of my precious stock without the need of a team of oxen. There are gauntlets of hill giant strength within the House of Hope. Free passage, and you fetch them for me. Deal? Allow me to outline how this is going to work. First, you were never here. We never spoke. Second, you will perform the rites yourself. I want absolute deniability. Here's the grimoire and necessary components. Oh, take this key, too. It unlocks the ritual room upstairs. There's a blood circle already drawn. Don't ask whose blood.
Along with the grimoire and components, Helsik hands you a note containing precise instructions for performing the ritual.
Finally, you were never here. That is of utmost import to remember. Now be gone!
I strongly suggest that you reconsider this course of action. Whatever you expect to gain from the Hells is not worth the risk of traveling there uninvited.
That's curious.
I get it. What's he got to say? If they don't put the puzzles back in the broadsheet, I'm writing a strongly worded letter to that editor. Believe you me.
Present of Baldur's Gate, city of crime and chaos.
No, something mostly a boy.
It was another day in the City of Lies, Baldur's Gate, where the people begged for justice until they starved. Two heroes were fated to cross paths that day. Their eyes met. Destiny was calling. Strangers? Only in a fool's definition of the word. It was the start of something incredible. Two heroes on the hunt for justice, no matter the cost. All the Tall One had to do was say yes. The Tall One had passed the first test. The second would come when they were ready, and not before. When would they be ready? Only the Tall One and Fate truly knew.
Transcript of a conversation. Cameron's tools are still here. Maybe he's coming back. You never leave them behind.
Home of Lavernica, groundskeeper of Bloomdridge Park, lover of birds, bees, and everything in between.
Can't keep me out.
Action, not reaction.
Doubt it. But we'll try.
Now, I personally love the book setting. Twisty corridors, flickering candlelight. Oh, it's such
These children and their pets lack discipline. Were they get Yankee, I'd recommend further training.
Not everyone approaches the raising of their young with such militaristic vigor.
That is the very purpose of training. To determine which children shall be warriors.
Where
Might
did
be
you
a
say the
trap.
ball was? In the fountain. There. Just every time you see it, that means I kind of lost it, right? Don't be mean, Connor. No, I don't.
We redden our steel by the light of day in his name. You are our lamb, ready for slaughter. Lady Orin asked us to test you, but I think you'll fail. What say you, little lamb?
My faith will protect me.
Got to move.
I am fury. I am death. Taking position.
The Dreadlord calls!
I need to hold on. Keep out of this, Captain. Do not forget who you serve.
Of course, I just thought you might need assistance.
You feel an all too familiar squirm in the recesses of your mind. The fist has a tadpole, but something's off.
Not I. We. And we do not serve.
Defective. Very well. Another offering to Baal.
always be a gentleman.
Let this murder be his sacrament!
Take two.
May the dice roll in my favor. I speak, they burn.
What's the plan?
Unleash me. Another fight. Let's go.
Quick! Must be quick! This mind is small, fragile. Listen now. You know us. Absolute will. Absolute power. Not much time left. This mind cannot bear us. Turns to liquid. Listen close. We learn. We grow. Loosen our clumsy bindings. Aid us. Necromancer dead. Changeling and tyrant remain at odds. Kill them. You have a place in my grand design.
The Elderbane was working her like a damn string puppet. What else is it capable of?
What happened? Why do I taste copper?
Time to get going.
Oh, I have the magic touch.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have. No one back home will ever believe this.
A rumour. Durian here anymore.
What is, dear? What is? Breeze must be blowing inland today, bringing in the stench of the foundry.
The brain. It's here. Stay away from the gate.
Stories, get them right here. The printing block has never been so hot.
Ah, Darahar. Welcome, scale friend. Say, might you know your way around a lute? Or perhaps you enjoy the drums? Flute? No, lyre. Oh, well, no matter. My instruments make the most splendid of gifts. I'm sure you'll find something for even the most contrary of bards.
Sukriya scale, friend. Have a most illustrious day.
Right. Safest place in the city, too.
With a client.
Oi, you! Get in the bloody queue!
It's unusual for prey to supply the tools of its own butchery. Razors, scissors, nail files. So many cuts one couldn't make. And yet, such a fleeting window. But then, who am I to deny the auspices of destiny? For we are celebrating, Master Figaro. You have the delicious honor of being my crowning achievement. Your body is my ultimate gift to my lord. But together, we shall transcend. A challenger. My lord tests me. This piteous hovel will be your grave, challenger.
This is your end.
Another witness to my sacrament. How fortunate. I will save my last kill before becoming.
I must say, I'm damn lucky you showed up when you did.
I should have known it would be you. Thank you. If it had been the dwarf alone, we might have stood a chance. But these doppelgangers, they swarmed us. We were paralyzed before we even had the chance to fight back. I was heading that way after we last spoke, when I heard a commotion. I stepped in to see what was going on. It's not every day you have the chance to catch a killer in action. Not even in this profession. These killings aren't random. In fact, they seem to be part of some sort of test. That document you showed me before, the one with the victims' names on it, that was the briefing. The killers paralyze their victims, take their hands as an offering for Baal, and make it look like the cult of the Absolute was behind it all. It grants them access to a tribunal. From what I could gather, it's some sort of rite of initiation for aspiring cultists to prove their worth. And it's taking place beneath Candle Hallow's tombstones. Like I said before, it's not something I can look into in an official capacity. But you... It's not a place I'd ever heard of, if I'm honest. But rumor has it there were some hidden cellars somewhere near the Elf Song. And I'll pick up where I left off. The upper city. When I'm done, I'll stop by the Basilisk Gate. If you've got any...
Let's get going. Passphrase, Sicarius, and a location. We should find this Candle Hallow place.
Welcome back, friend. The fine facilities of Figaro Facemaker are yours to peruse. Very good, sir. Now remember, fashion's a fickle mistress, so be sure to return.
More than prepared.
Yes?
Get a killer look.
Can't
when
afford
you
to stay
shop
idle.
Facemaker fashion.
That's the most tasteless slogan you've come up with yet.
Indolence breeds madness.
You know, I heard it was a barlist that tried to kill Master Figaro. Why would a barlist want Master Figaro dead?
Else is down there.
Magic, innit? I'm just saying, maybe there's a reason for that weird.
The Society of Brilliance has quite the reputation. Even Waterdavian academics refer to their works from time to time.
They talk a great deal, but do very
great
little.
steel watches.
Which may be for the best.
Bloody hate them.
I take it you're not inclined to study the wonders of the Underdark?
Its inhabitants and cultures, maybe. Its fungi and cave slime, no thank you.
My surface-dwelling friend, how long has it been? I am glad to see you well. I see your tadpole remains in its state of suspension. Your case has set us on quite the detour from our planned expedition work. We've thought about very little else. In the field seeking further subjects for study, though it has been gone for longer than I anticipated. After observing the nature of your tadpole's stasis, we felt it wise to report back to the Society. Omeluum went out into the city to seek out further undeveloped infections like yours. But I have heard nothing since. I admit, I'm somewhat concerned. We are usually sticklers for updating one another on our progress. Omeluum believed the answer to this riddle lay within the city walls, and held some connection to the cult of the Absolute. I had the distinct impression it was intentionally keeping its hypothesis from me, as though even the theory would be enough to put me in danger. Why that would be, I can only theorize myself. It is rather outside my area of expertise. Omeluum is most likely safe and well, and simply absorbed in its work. However, it would put my mind at rest to confirm it if you happen across its path. Of course, I should get back to my research. Your tadpole's stasis is a most curious area of study. I will have much to share with Omeluum upon its return. Naturally, the Underdark provided us with some most unusual salvage. Plenty to keep an inquiring mind busy.
Thinks of me. Extremely attractive.
Worry about the next one when it comes.
Are the gods truly this petty?
The Gazette reckons Lord Gortash is the second coming of
Very soon. I'm sure of it. A good day to you, sir. I apologize, but Lady Janeth is not currently welcoming visitors. If you are here with regards to her recent marriage, you may leave any gifts or warm wishes with me, and I will ensure she receives them.
Curses on luck!
Forgive me. As you can hear, Lady Janeth is indisposed at present. Please come back another time. You've a quick ear for truth, Scale Friend. I'll not hide it from you. Lady Janeth wishes for some time alone with her new spouse, and has sent her staff on holiday accordingly. Were you to try and enter, there'd be nothing I could do to stop you. After all, I am on holiday.
I wonder what the next move is.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
It is the smell that strikes you first. Spiced ceremonial oils cut through with the copper tang of blood. In the candlelight, Zevlor might almost be sleeping, but his empty eyes stare, his lips slack around a curl of parchment, poking through like a yellowed tongue. A message.
Since we arrived in the city, I can't help but feel a little anxious. But I'm not sure I know why. I don't think it's what happens if we fail that concerns me. We'll be beyond our worries at that point. I think what bothers me is what happens if we succeed. I've never been able to write my own future. I wouldn't even know where to begin. Well, I want to save my parents, of course. Take them away. Far from Shah's influence. Someplace peaceful. Away from the city, perhaps. I was going to save the best until last. But to put your mind at ease, yes. I want to share everything that lies ahead of me with you. If you're willing, of course. Then it sounds like I have everything I need. More of life than I'd ever imagined possible without Shah. A cruel end. I wouldn't have wished that for Zevlor, no matter his failings.
Gods, poor Zevlor. Even good intentions can lead us down deadly paths.
I never met Zevlor. But the way his people spoke of him. Hatred. But grief as well. For the man they thought he was. He betrayed them. But only in the hopes of saving them. It will comfort the others little to know that.
Desperation is the obverse of wisdom. Zevlor was always destined to fail his people, and to fail us.
I just damn near chopped my finger off. This had better be good! Enjoy your night.
Fate spins along as it should. Dost thou require a new ally? Or mayhaps a resurrection instead? The girl has left to hew her own path. She left behind a letter, as thou doth know. Hast thou other business?
All right, what now?
The dog is unable to speak through the small bag he holds in his mouth.
All I know is I thought of you when I saw it.
How good to see you.
Come for a chat?
How good to see.
Come for a chat?
If we'd only made the effort. If we'd only pushed through.
Their business.
I know, love.
Still alive, so that's progress. Your desire.
Blackets will be done.
Let's move.
What's horrible about that one? Barely sleep for a 10-day.
Couldn't wait to show off the scars my friends at school.
You never worked for the rich before? For every bite you take, they get a whole cake. Comes in many forms. This man has tried to divide us with his lies, but no more. Today this man will... It's not a lie. If you would just listen, I could explain.
You have done quite enough explaining, Volothamp Gadam. You have poisoned the very hearts and minds of these good, kind, gentle citizens with your lies, your delusions, your conspiracies. Though you hide behind a mask of stories, we have seen beyond the veil. We see what you really are. Fearmonger.
Here, here!
Attention seeker.
Here, here!
Agent of chaos.
Your parasite stirs in recognition. This man is infected.
Right in the hells follow!
Today, citizens, we rid ourselves of this cankerous sore. Today, we burn away all falsehoods. Today, we will be divided no longer, for today, we rise in truth.
Psst. Don't just stand there. Help me, goddammit! Help me!
A madman Volo may be, but I see no reason to blow him up over it.
What's this? Another heretic in our midst? Another mind clouded by the disruptor's lies? Another soul to cleanse? Well, we are nothing if not gracious. Let us see if we cannot lift the veil from their eyes too.
No! Please! No!
Nothing important is ever easy. I don't fancy their chances.
Don't get too close.
I am fury. I am death. I will not know failure.
Never a dull moment.
What should I do?
I will ascend.
Need to act fast. Got to concentrate.
Victory awaits.
Survival is all that matters. The lance board is set.
Victory awaits.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
Swift and lethal.
The secrets I would have... God! I really thought I was done for. I suppose thanks are in order. Again, what's an heroic story without a little risking of one's neck, eh? And you know what they say, the bigger the story, the more people want to kill you for it. I'll tell you all about it. But not here. Too many eyes, ears, and weapons about. Meet me at your camp.
Oh, a little respite does wonders.
Eager for battle. Oh, Wave Mother, Queen of the Depths, hear me. Please carry Holly to her final rest in the deep wilds. Please. Sorry, are you here for Wave Servant Holly's funeral? Oh, it's already started. They're just inside. Yes. Oh, please, you're most welcome. We have much to be thankful for. May the Wave Mother smile on you as she did Holly.
Or if you give her something precious of yours.
I implore you for safe passage on my next sea passage.
Just make sure.
Oh, it was just about 2 times. Wave Mother's breath would soar all the
For this most holy death. Rejoice, sisters, for Umberly has blessed her humble daughter with a pure death. Her lips blue with her kiss, her lungs full of her quenching word. Umberly's mercy saved her from a slow, sinking death in the beast's shadow. How dare this beast sully the safety of Grey Harbor? We will find its master and send him struggling into the bitch queen's embrace. Not a sweet sleep like Holly's, but a suffocating flood of fruitless garths and bursting flesh. You, supplicant, what tribute do you bring to honor the Wave Mother's fallen daughter? Yes. Then you know as well as Umberly that blood must soon be shed. Your tribute is well received. Breathe deep as she permits. Holly, one of Umberly's beloved wave servants. Blessed Umberly saw fit to spare her an ignoble death. But her passing was not as the Wave Mother intended. It was a beast who took her life. An unnatural one whose very existence is an affront to Umberly. A wretched metal monstrosity hewn by hubris. A rusting pollutant that bleeds black blood into Umberly's pristine waters. The Queen of the Depths is generous to those who serve her, and her favor is far less deadly than her wrath. Find the master of this poisonous beast and slay him. Then one of her most precious gifts shall be yours. That privilege is not yours to earn. The beast struck Holly while she was swimming in Grey Harbor. She was found by some fishermen. We haven't found its lair as yet. Perhaps you can find where the beast takes its slumber and skewer it before it wakes. Salt kiss your brow. We await your return and the Beastmaster's demise. Glorious Wave Mother, pour fury upon the beast responsible for this injustice. Leave its master.
Something's going on. Bet my neck on it.
quite ready for you.
No one's stopped me yet.
Interference with flaming fish.
Any fearmongering here.
Only Lord Gortash can protect us from the world.
Upon the wishes to free us from the agonies we have.
She's always here for it.
I wonder if this was brewed with my barley.
Damn rats. Oi, you! I thought I asked you to clean the rats out of this cellar yesterday already. Hop to it. Get in there. Really? I could have sworn you were an adventurer. You look like an adventurer, and you talk like an adventurer. So you must be an adventurer. No, I need them rats taken care of. Here's the deal. I'll keep a lookout for murderers. You murder the rats. Business today. Don't customers know there's a...
The cellars are just down the stairs. There, you'll find my old lodgings.
Can't even catch my breath.
Time to strike.
Battle of wits.
Time to strike. Taste my fury.
Let's finish this.
Getting close. The wine cellar. There's a hidden door that leads further in. The mechanism to open it is somewhere among the wine racks.
Action, not reaction.
The air is ripe with magic.
Still breathing, despite everything.
On the other side, you'll find a passageway, known only to those invited to do business.
Gwyneth's been awakened. Vlaakith's forces are near. Vlaakith's will be done.
What to do?
Githyanki. Vlaakith has found us. Get rid of them, quickly.
Out if we have to. If it doesn't come. Lae'zel, glad you could join us. The Kithraki have spread word of that artifact that you carry. Tell me, Lae'zel of Kalir, what reward do you think the astral prism will fetch once I pluck it from your corpse and present it to Vlaakith? What honors, what riches will the Undying Queen grant me when I hand her the failed prince?
Stand down. I protect the prism on our queen's behalf.
The Undying Queen cares not for who delivers her the prism and the traitor prince within. All that matters is that it is delivered. The false heir's head will make a fine trophy for Vlaakith. As for you, I will leave nothing behind but meat and shattered bone. Damnable whelp. For 1,000 years I have given my life to Vlaakith. And you, Lae'zel, a child, an unascended, would snatch my glory for herself. You may keep your head. But I will yet be exalted. I will yet see my name carved in slate. Vlaakithka sivim hrath krashet.
Vlaakith is relentless. You handled it well. Let us hope she exhausts her forces soon. Now search the room. There's a statue that conceals the way through. I'll reveal it to you.
What's that?
My old home. Thank you for bringing me back. Look around. You'll find some of my things still intact. Perhaps even useful. My old sword. My first purchase as an adventurer. No use to me anymore. It's yours, if you want it.
Something over there.
My cutlery set. A gift from my mother. The butter knife is missing, but otherwise it looks to be complete. I don't need it anymore, but the memory stirs something in me still. My old wardrobe. The home of all my disguises. We are what we appear to be, and so appearances matter.
That might be worth a look.
Never a dull moment.
A shell. A keepsake from my final voyage. Pinched in a moment of sentimentality.
That's curious.
A recipe for fiddlehead soup. A favorite meal of mine. When I had need of meals like that.
Curious.
An old container for brains. Empty. Shame. It would have been nice to find one to sustain me now. The chains I used to buy my meals. Villains and lawbreakers. You see, I tried to exercise morality where I could.
No, you can't be here. It's not safe. She has my scent. Run. Do not stop until you feel sunlight and fresh air. Orin, she managed to seize me from our very own camp. She tormented me with blades and hot irons. I resisted, but then she forced me to drink a foul brew. The rabid, cursed blood of all manner of beasts. I lost control. I felt the bear take over. Blood crazed. And she forced me into a cage. Along with children taken from the streets. I was powerless to stop myself. Their screams, her laughter, it's all I can hear. I do not deserve to see the sun again. She's too strong. You have to turn around. Go. Let me buy you some time. She's coming for you. Then you are an even dumber beast than your druid friend.
Look at it, crawling and sniffing and rooting around in the filth. Is it my netherstone you seek, little piggy? Hush, hush. Orin will take care of you and your little pet. Nothing. No, not a thing. Still gasping and gagging on the foul airs of Baal's temple. I will not slice. His kind die too easily. The murder lord demands a better offering. Something new, sticky, sweet, and delicious. He wants you. Silly little worm. My god is always with me. He shudders to see how my blades plunge into soft, surrendered flesh. You are dull. A blunt blade unfit to flay. But you could be sharpened, thin and jagged. Yes, I will tell you what to do. Against the tyrant's throat, of course.
You've heard Gortash's whispers. I see how your skull swarms with his promises. He whinges and wails over the crown of Karsus, wanting to command it without me. Oh, how I long to slit his poxy smile from ear to ear. But I can't touch him. He bound my blade when we first conspired. Gortash didn't want me at first. Didn't trust me. Got me to wag my tongue, swear an oath, never to hang him from the hooks. Drip train him into father's open jaws. You must kill the tyrant. Take the Netherstone from his corpse and bring it to my temple.
There we slice and shred each other. The survivor claims the stones. What's left of the other is bars. Agree, and I will bring my assassins to heal. They watch you always, longing to spray the crimson from your veins. Refuse me, and you'll learn what happens to those who defy Baal's doctrine. So will your friend.
Orin demands a fight to the death. The prize for the victor, the Netherstones, and the chance to control the crown alone. Accept, and you must kill Gortash. Refuse, and your companion's life may be forfeit, as might your own. Orin's assassins will hunt you like prey for slaughter.
Allies? No. We had a balance. The chosen three. But it tumbled when you turned the Bone Lord to ash. Now, Gortash tries to gouge me from the city. That festering inadequate thinks me a flesher, butchering and cleaving only to whip the herd towards his tin men's oppression. You must kill him. Gore him like a pig prepped for the spit. Only then will you be sweet and sharp, ready for the Murder Lord's purpose. Need? No, I do not need. You are made of nothing. Meaningless flesh and bone. I do not need. I offer. Baal's age approaches, and you could be there to see it. An idol of flesh, made to welcome his bleeding dawn. There is time for you yet. Time to save. Do not underestimate his steel watch. Seek their cradle in the lower city and skewer their skull meat. Make them rust and blood. Then you can gore the lordling again and again and again. But listen close, Bone Killer. Step in my domain while the tyrant still sucks air, and I will carve your failure into your pretty plaything's skull. Bring me his stone, and I will set the bait free. Only then can you and I make exquisite butchery. The victor will set the world to slaughter. That is Baal's offer. He will not make another.
Blowing inland today, bringing in the stench of the foundry. Belching smoke and metal screeches. Oh, keep the city peaceful, my arse.
A gazette of deer keeps the ignorance aware.
You kill the rats, yes? I heard commotion in the cellar. Good. Perfect. Here, you take this. And do not worry. Chef Revere's eyes will be kept most peeled for murderous knaves. No time for plant. Chef Revere has been staying most vigilant since your warning, yes. Only murders in this kitchen will be of the rat kind. Start the sturge fricassee.
Welcome back. What can I do you for? It's been slim picking since the Absolute butchered that supply convoy. But have a look. Fill your boots, mate.
Easier to don some armor than learn to swing a sword. If you can manage the extra weight, that is. City's got a dangerous air.
Need something for defense? Or maybe offense? Either way, I've got what you need. My weapons won't be beat. Tell your friends. Hell, tell your enemies if you like.
Please stand still for evaluation.
Interviews, politics.
Are the gods truly this petty? My most perceptive, prospective customer. Welcome back. Now you've seen what I have.
Just 3 times. Only have to say it 3 times.
It is splendid to see you again, my friend. If you hadn't saved me from that mob, I'd be penning a guide to the afterlife based on first-hand experience. Perhaps you would hazard a guess as to why the mob turned on me? Quite right. But it is not Orin herself who has marked me for death. It is her dread master. The Lord of Murder has returned. As he did 100 years ago, Baal has set his accursed sights on Baldur's Gate. And his temple runs red with the blood of the innocent. Orin is his chosen. And like Sarevok before her, she is able to take on the savage form of the Slayer. If the Slayer is not stopped, it will slaughter every living thing in this city. As one of those things, I'm particularly eager to stop it. And there is a way. I have a study of the beast, penned by the wizard Irenicus himself. It contains all of the knowledge needed to slay the Slayer. Now, I just need a brave adventurer. willing to face Baal's chosen, and to put the knowledge into practice. Wonderful! I can scarcely think of anyone more suitable. It will serve you well. A study of the Slayer, penned by John Irenicus. It's one of a kind, so do try to keep it away from the inevitable bloodbath, hmm? The Dream Eater. It is said that children of Baal are claimed throughout their sleep, ever disturbed by visions of a life of bloodshed and terror. Once they have seen too much, once these dreams drive their minds to break, they are beset by the Slayer. It is a beast of unspeakable violence that consumes all in its path, including the soul of the one who is host to it. Quite so. I was rather hoping you'd gathered all the rest of the adventuring paraphernalia yourself. You'll need every advantage. A genius. Exiled from his home in the elven paradise of Soldanessala, when he attempted to seize the power of life itself, he instead turned his magnificent mind to murder on a grand scale. That is how he came to crave the power of the Baal spawn. He saw them not as living things, but as tools for his own machinations. In the end, though Irenicus took the form of the Slayer for himself, it was a Baal spawn who thwarted him, the same that saved Baldur's Gate. I am a living witness to Baal's defeat those 100 years ago. So I know your battle against him is not futile. He can be stopped, but not all of those who stood against him survived. And those who did were never the same again. I wish you luck, my friend. And I hope that when I see you again, you'll be in one piece. 2 or 3 at most.
Orin thinks Halsin's abduction is an ultimatum to kill Gortash. Foolish woman. As if I needed more reason than I already had.
Halsin does not deserve to die on such a craven's altar. We should consider Orin's terms carefully, however distasteful we may find them.
So, we kill Gortash, or Halsin dies. It is not an easy call. On the one hand, killing Gortash would be fun. On the other, Halsin can be very annoying. We probably should save the druid, though. He does have his uses.
Mother's milk, your visage speaks of ill tidings. Speak, ally mine. What troubles you? Is he indeed? Pray tell, what does he seek from Dame Aelin? Magicians and their machinations. I have had enough for an eternity. I will wring his neck until he's dead. Oh, his end will be one more strand in the great braid of our friendship.
I'm coming with you. I'd like to get a few licks in myself.
My darling, we agreed you'd scout for the nearest Selûnite enclave this very night. Let us divide our efforts. All the sooner to be reunited.
I won't let you go alone. Who knows what this wizard might have planned?
Our closest ally will accompany me, won't you? It will be a swift and fruitful chore. Hie we to this Leroican right away. I am as eager to meet him as he is to ensnare me.
Gazette has a transcript of a conversation with Archduke Gortash.
What's he got to say?
An army of cultists.
Athletic, curious. Frankly, I love it.
Would you rather be stabbed in the gut
Blood?
or decapitated?
No, never mind.
Oh, enough waiting. I crave blood.
No one back home will ever believe me.
What have we here? A magician in a tower, hiding away from the frightening world. What are you so scared of, Magus? Not the night song, surely? Why, she's nothing but a relic to be purchased and pursued.
At last. There you are, my dear.
You will address me with due deference. I am Dame Aelin, and you are a whelp without honor, without pride, with nothing but a tower full of trinkets.
My apologies, Dame Aelin. I meant no disrespect. Perhaps we could start over. I am Leroican. I am most pleased to make your acquaintance. And that of your fine companion, who perhaps heard I was looking for you. It is mine, I assure you. Perhaps I ought to explain why I went to such tremendous lengths to find you. Dame Aelin, I have discovered a device that would allow your immortality to be shared. It will cause you no harm, no pain of any kind. You serve your mother, Seluna, I believe. She who has blessed our realm with so many gifts. Honor her by sharing yours.
You do not seek to share my gifts. You seek to poach them. You dare to threaten me with the same magic that held me in torment for 100 years!
I had hoped to appeal to your better nature. Perhaps I overestimated you. No bother. I have an arsenal of implements capable of convincing you to see reason. But his magic lives. I'd hoped you to keep an open mind, but it seems you're determined to make this as difficult as possible. I have great plans for you, Dame Aelin. And if you will not go quietly, then you'll go kicking and screaming.
Magicians and their plans for Dame Aelin. Predictable, sadistic, flaccid.
Myrmidons! Imperatum!
Taking position.
Swords meet sorcery. I wonder if this is worth the cost. on, can't stay idle.
Time to strike.
Victory is assured.
I am fury. I am death.
Still on my feet.
I will ascend. Ready. Can't give up.
Allow me to demonstrate.
Well, so much for peace. Breathe deep and move.
A rough tempest I will raise.
No choice but to keep going.
Leroican. You who would see me caged. You who would purchase my submission with profane gold. Let every wicked magus, every vile murtherer, each slaver and misery merchant see. Dame Aelin is watching. She is indomitable. And when her face lights the shadows of your wrongdoing, you are broken by its beauty. The Firehead Fool is dead. But as I stare upon his corpse, I feel sadness. Why? Say it can't be so. For I am Selûne's sword, and ever must be. Battle has tired my mind, made me susceptible to flights of fancy. You were excellent in battle, as is your way, and I am proud to fight at your side. I will catch my breath, then to camp I will bring my bones. Moon Maiden be with you.
That helped.
I will return to camp shortly. I just need a moment to...
Looks like a trap there.
Nasty surprise. Caution is warranted here.
Lovely day, this.
For now.
Welcome back to Sorcerer's Sun. You're sure to find what you're looking for. Please.
How can I help you?
Scrolls, parchments, codices, tomes. Take a look and see what calls you.
I did not find what I'm looking
No one's stopped me yet.
Trap. Be cautious.
Blacket's will be done.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
Quite some valuable knowledge hidden between these pages.
You've arrived in the nick of time, saintly adventurer. I've been trapped for so long, I dare say I'm half mad! Ho ho! Thank you for sacrificing yourself to save me. Such courage brings a tear to the eye.
a sorcerer. Such relief! I know one of your prowess will have no issue escaping. Simply get someone to swap places with you, or you'll be stuck in here for all eternity. Toodles! Freedom's sweet nectar. How I missed you. Oh. My rescuer left behind a servant. I'm terribly sorry for your loss. I'm sure you're at your wit's end without your master. Companion? Oh, I see. Sale of the flesh is an admirable trade. I'm sure you'll find another benefactor. However, should you wish to trade places with your companion, simply touch the lamp. Now, I must be off. I'm a century late for an appointment. Doodles!
That's curious.
No entry to vaults. Trespassers will be disintegrated. Master Leroican.
contain mere trinkets. I would care to know what it contains. Spotted a trap. Move with purpose. With purpose. I spotted a trap. Move with purpose.
Unlock hereby the path to the Carsus Vault. With purpose. With purpose. Unlock hereby the path to the Elminster Vault.
And these things have stayed interesting. Step carefully. There's a trap. A book on Netherese magic. Gale may like to know.
enough waiting. I crave blood.
With a flick of the wrist.
You've wandered into a forbidden area. You sense it might be time to leave.
What to do? Looking ahead.
The Annals of Karsus. The preamble to a civilization's downfall, committed to parchment by the very hand that wrought its destruction. If the crown atop the Elder Brain was truly forged by Karsus himself, this book will confirm it. All we have to do is turn the page. That devil Raphael was telling the truth. There's no doubt. The crown of Karsus is what's controlling the Elder Brain. And this is no mere journal. It contains Karsus's original plans for the crown's construction. His designs for godhood. Not exactly. It was what he did with it that sealed his fate, and, for a time, that of magic itself. The crown was merely the means. The book states that the crown and netherstones were originally one construct, seemingly sundered at the moment of Karsus's downfall. If we can collect the crown's setting and the 3 netherstones, and with the correct invocation of certain spells and gestures detailed in these notes, I think I could reforge it. To every end you can imagine, and 1,000 more beyond. Just think of it. The power of the gods in mortal hands at last would be free of doctrine and dogma, confined only by the limits of our imaginations. I promise you, the gods will never grant us such a blessing, no matter how much we worship and adore them. I don't know. Ao does not look kindly on gods meddling in mortal affairs. She may have no choice but to stand by and let events unfold. Even with the fate of the world at stake, she had little more to offer me than the means of blowing myself up at a more convenient time. She's done nothing to help us. Mistra wanted the brain obliterated because of this crown. She fears a world in which such power is beyond her control, ready to be claimed by Karsus's successor. Do you think I had not considered that? I have no intention of repeating his folly. Powerful as he was, Carsus lacks some advantages I can lay claim to. I know Mystra intimately, and I carry a fragment of the weave itself within my body. Carsus achieved many things, but he never managed that. A long road lies ahead before the crown comes into our possession. All I ask for now is that you do not dismiss this possibility out of hand. Please, at least think on it. I see. I suppose I am asking you to take a leap of faith even the most loyal of companions might struggle to land gracefully. Spent so long feeling inferior, shut out from my destiny over such a simple act of youthful enthusiasm. Perhaps I got carried away with the thought this crown could give me back what Mystra took. Cure me, even. You're right. There aren't many wizards who'd care to be mentioned in the same breath as him, or his folly. Whatever comes of this, we cannot allow the crown to be reforged in Raphael's image. A devil wielding the might of Carsus. It would be the end of everything.
I could cook food right on my body, so I wouldn't even need an oven. Look, Mama, look!
Elminster?
Oh, hello, my boy. No, don't mind me. I'm just enjoying a lungful of bull durian air. Yes, a distinctive aroma, though perhaps not one worthy of bottling. Tell me, what curiosities have you and your companions discovered within the walls of this esteemed emporium? I trusted he would be sensible enough to exercise caution in this matter and to seek the truth. By now, you are aware of the evil we are up against. Carsus's pestilent crown, the very tool with which its eponymous creator unmade an empire and magic itself. Perhaps now you understand what is at stake here, my boy. Though what Mystra asked of you was extreme, it was not without merit, nor demanded lightly.
What are you saying? Or rather, what are you not saying?
Mystra knows you defied her, Gale. Well, of course she knows. She's Mystra. She bids you come to her holy shrine in the Stormshore Tabernacle. There, she will grant you an audience at last. I see remaining optimistic is my duty, especially when I'm not the one being asked to do the seemingly impossible. Trust in yourself. Trust in the weave, if you are willing. Trust in Mystra. There is a conclusion yet to be written in this sorry tale, Gale of Waterdeep. And yours is the quill that will write it.
Look, Mama, look! It's so
So all it took to get Mystra's attention was to learn how to reforge an artifact that once destroyed her. It's obvious when you stop to think about it. The Weave is a highly sensitive, magical network threaded through all life on this plane. Any shift in magical energy, no matter how small, is akin to a beacon, alerting Mystra to its cause. Opening a book, like the Annals of Carsus, was akin to us shooting a firework spelling, "Look at us, Mystra," directly into the skies of Elysium. She knows. This is a conversation that's long overdue on both sides. I owe it to her to hear her out. Come what may afterwards. After you.
My faith protects me.
Let's get going.
Interference with claiming special property will be dealt with swiftly and harshly.
Mystra's light. It's been some time since I stood before her in a place like this.
I'm sure you'll understand if I remain unbowed.
There she stands, just as Elminster promised. Mystra, goddess of the weave, mother of all magic.
The old man wasn't lying. She's opened the summoning channel. Can't you feel it?
Gale's right. The very air around the statue crackles with magic, as though the weave itself were coursing beneath her stony skin.
A stream of pure, undiluted weave. I only have to reach out, and it will carry me to Mystra, wherever she may be.
An audience with your goddess can go wrong. I should know. But do whatever you feel is best, Gale.
Time was, I'd have given my right arm for a chance to speak with Mystra again. The left one, too. Maybe a knee. Not the message one hopes to receive from a past lover. But her first love was always the weave. At best, I was a close second. When I pictured this moment, I thought I'd feel more in control. Yet, here I am, with palms sweatier than a bugbear's armpit. I always wonder what being nervous would feel like. I hate it. You're kind to say so, but this is hardly my first time in Mystra's presence. It's more the matter of what I'm going to say to her. During my time locked away in Waterdeep, I prepared a quite comprehensive speech for her on the subject of our former relationship and the manner in which it ended. Alas, recent events have rendered the majority of it moot, so I'm going to have to improvise. Unless you have any words of wisdom to impart before I go. You'd make a fine three-dragon anti-player, you know? I think it's best I keep a cool head going into this. Approach it like a particularly high-risk round of three-dragon ante. I'll let Mistress show her flight, and then I can see how strong a chance we stand of winning the gambit. I'll only be gone for a matter of moments. The Outer Planes experience time quite differently to our own. Wait for me. Please.
Gale of Waterdeep. You look well.
As do you. But I assume we're not here solely to exchange compliments. So why am I here?
You discovered what lies at the heart of the Absolute. The crown of Karsus. And you disobeyed my instruction. Why?
Because you had no right to ask that of me. You cast me out. Remember?
You were my lover. My chosen. Yet still you know so little of me. The past cannot be undone with self-pity, nor can a future be forged. Only with the truth will you see the way ahead. The fragment of magic you tried to return to me was not of my creation. It was the Karsite Weave. It is a corrupted, half-born magic, wrought in the brief moment Karsus ascended to godhood. It hungers for power, just as he did, and it can never be sated. You unleashed something that would consume all magic in existence, and yet you thought only of preserving yourself.
So that's what you're scared of. With the crown of Karsus reforged, I could take control of the Karsite Weave.
You can no more control the Karsite Weave than a weather vane could control a storm. That it entered your body and consumed no more than your powers was a miracle. But we will not be granted another. The only reason the orb sleeps is because I have allowed it to feed on the true weave. A temporary measure, but one that will not be enough to save us. With each day that passes, the Elder Brain threatens to become a new kind of god. Its worshippers, a scourge of soulless illithids. If you will not use the orb to end this abomination, then you must find a way to separate crown and host. When you've done this, you must surrender the crown of Karsus to me.
A great ask indeed. You've given me much to think on. As you always did.
So be it. Follow the needle of your own wisdom. We shall see how truly it leads you.
Mortal soil once more. I can't believe I saw her. After all this time. Relieved. Drained. Proud of myself for summoning the courage to go to her in the first place. And, if I'm being totally honest, a bit lightheaded. As if it wasn't enough to have seen her again. She didn't exactly summon me there for small talk. The Karsite Weave. within me this whole time. I knew the orb was no ordinary ball of magic before it to be Carsus's malignant creation. Gods! How did I not see that? True enough. There's a reason such unwitting heroes have been the backbone of lyric and legend for as long as both have existed. Even so, I was hardly some naive apprentice at the time. I considered myself an archmage, and yet was fool enough to be mistaken for a common conjurer. At least now I'm armed with the truth, and Mistra's expectations. It sounds like the door to redemption is open at last. All I have to do is walk through it, carrying the crown of Carsus. Perhaps. I see few other options open to me. If I ever want to reclaim those parts of myself the orb snatched away. If I ever want to be me again. I don't know. It's been so long since I dared to imagine an end to the orb's hunger. But I start thinking about it, hadn't I? Imagine being able to picture one's life ending in something other than a cataclysmic explosion. What a treat. If I could promise you one thing in return for your faith in me, it's this. I will use everything in my power to ensure we defeat this evil. I will not let you down. Now, I believe we've a date with an elder brain to get to. Shall we?
busted herself. I didn't see her make no trouble. I know her. That's Gulster. She's no thief. Stay back! Stay calm. Warning you. She's on the list. Back off! She's going into the cliff. Unless Lord Gortash tells us otherwise. Drive back the army of the Absolutes and raise our city to its pinnacle. We stand just be ready to leave in the shall bring us through children of the gate into the light.
I know you're special, but you can't bring us back. Will it?
Our enemy! Without mercy! Being done, they busted her skull. I didn't see her make no trouble. I know her. That's Gulster. She's no thief. Stay back! Stay calm. I'm warning you. She's on the list.
Standard procedure. Gortash just wants to make sure all of
The truth is the truth. We trust our readers to make up their own minds.
Only Lord Gortash can protect us from the world-ending monstrosity of the Absolute. As the Absolute's forces stalk ever closer, take solace in us and know that we will be protected. Come on! At least let us take the know that those let her go! Back off! She's going into the cliff. Let Lord Gortash tells us otherwise. Busted her skull. I didn't see her make no trouble. I know her. That's Gulster. She's no thief. Stay back! Stay calm. Warning you. She's on the list. Busted her skull. I didn't see her make no trouble. I know her. That's Gulster. She's no thief. Stay back! Stay calm. Warning you. She's on the list.
damn near busted her skull. I didn't see her make no trouble. I know her. That's Gulster. She's no thief. Stay back! Stay calm. Warning you. It's on the list.
Lightbringer Gortash will show us the way!
Just be ready to leave when the time comes. Preferably before.
I knew you'd bring us back, will it?
I know. I just don't want to lose anyone.
Come on, at least better take it to a doctor. Let's not go. Back off! She goes into the creek, unless Lord Gortash tells us otherwise.
We know you will drive back the army of the Absolute and raise our city to its pinnacle. We stand with you and for you. Our lives
For now, at least.
our enemies are nothing.
Busted her skull. I didn't see her make no trouble. I know her. That's Gulster. She's no thief. Stay back! Stay calm. Warning you. She's on the list.
Submit!
Better take her to a doctor. Let's not go. Back off! She falls into the creek. Unless Lord Gortash tells us otherwise. Busted her skull. I didn't see her make any trouble. I know her. That's Gulster. She's no thief. Stay back! Stay calm. Warning you. It's on the list.
Lightbringer Gortash will show us the way!
And what will our trolls oppose us? They'll be burned by the one true light!
Come on. At least better take her to a doctor. Let's not go. Back off! She goes into the creek. Unless Lord Gortash tells